All right, hello everyone. So today is the 27th, Friday. Okay, no, you guys know I don't work on Fridays, but for those of you who do, I put the hours before onto the members area. The video is this. Let's take a look at gold. With gold, I said we still have this 2013-18 zone, but this is a sell zone, so you have to be careful here. The first resistance is now this 79, which is 2007. So what I'm going to do is just make a little adjustment here, bring us down to 2007 here. And this 1990 business here is this level here. This is still right on the white line, 75, 1990. This is the first resistance here today. All right, 1990 is there. All right, so it's already done that. So we'll have to see how things pan out. The Astro hours are up here, as you can see. If the market breaks out, pulls into these, you can go up and keep following it, because on the weekly we still have that zone there. And with all the war happening and everything, you can see, it's just like, going up is the way to go. We can now get rid of this. Actually, this is no longer necessary for us. This is not necessary for us. And this level the market had done before. Last week we measured that in. So not much to talk about here. If there's a pullback into an Astro hour, you can still push up a little bit. And that's basically it. That's your Saturn Mercury line here. So it might still head up into that zone there before selling off. Okay. Let's take a look at US 500. This is yesterday. Now with yesterday, I said if it goes up, you can sell. And didn't really go up much. Okay, this is yesterday. But I had that level 4179 before, as you know. And as an Astro hour, you see it came to that technical level and then came back at the Astro hour. So if you still sold the highs, you would have been okay, and so on. So, if you sold it up there, you should have been okay, because I only marked in a few levels because this was yesterday's opening. So by the time we started doing the video, the market was down here. So I had this level. I said, if it pushes up, we got to sell. And that was the first level they just sold down into. And as you know, we do have levels down there still. So this is now a bit of a tricky situation, because we've got this 32 here, 4165, which is there. And the minute this goes up, the minute this breaks above this 4165, you can see that PST level. The minute it breaks out, your next target is going to be 4189, all right, which is going to be 4189. Let's just bring this down here. All right, 4189, let's say there. So this thing might go up a little bit and then sell off again. And this will turn into some kind of a sideways market, something like an accumulation or a distribution if they sell it off later. So the best way to trade it on a Friday is to understand you still have this 41 zone, 4215. It's a good buy case. Next week we'll probably touch that. Okay. Today's Friday, and Friday, I think Friday is a swing day for a lot of stuff. Yeah, for indices as well. So Friday, the market might do, it's swing low. Actually, the time to trade this nicely, the indices, it should be around 5, 6 o'clock. From 5 to 6 o'clock, it should go wherever it needs to go. Okay. And you can definitely also wait for 245 as well, 215, 245. You just need to wait for these levels, these hours, that is. And if they dip down, then maybe it could bounce up, retest, might come a little lower, and then go up as well. But at the end of the day, selling the highs, I think, is the way to go. And selling around the Astro hours from the highs, if the market is at the highs, is not a bad idea because it should carry on at least until 10 o'clock. Once it swings, it should carry on until 10 o'clock. Let's take a look at the euro dollar daily. All right, so here we have the euro dollar touching into that zone nicely. If you're using your ATAM strategy, your levels are pretty sound. And you can see we had that level there and the market bounced off. So that was nice. Okay, so the market, you can see, comes into the Astro hour, into the technical level at the Astro hour, and then it just shoots up. So nice and easy. What we should do with the euro dollar, again, if you take a look at the weekly, we should probably be selling that off again as well, because Friday is a swing day for this as well. So 1.0587, 1.0587 is there. All right, so this is one level, 1.0587. The weekly pivot is also a level, as you guys know. So you can just put 245 here. Okay, and then 550 to 5 o'clock. This is 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and so on. So that's 6, 45, 30, 15 there. So 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock zone as well. You can just put in there and use these astrals as well. The direction is still down, and we want to go down, as you can see. We've got room to go into 36 at 1.0467. That's 53, 1.0615. I'd still keep that on the radar. 1.0615. It's a good buy case on the PST. So you want to be selling here. You want to be selling there. And on the weekly, we would have marked it in by Monday, on Monday. Yeah, it's already done those things. So basically, that's it. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, Bitcoin. Right, yeah. So here's Dow Jones. Let's take a look at that. All right, Dow Jones. Now with Dow Jones, yesterday I said Wednesday was a swing day as well. So we have to be careful with this one. We had this level from before, as you know. We marked it in. It bounced off here, and I had this level here as well. So the market, I said, still is down. So we still have room to come down. This is our first port of call. But this zone, let me just make this a little bigger. Okay, you can see this zone here. All right, there we are. Okay, so a little tricky, but this is it. Obviously, when you want to sell in this zone, you have to be careful because you could just be against that trend. So this is a good level where the market bought. As you can see, we said we'd sell in that zone, so the market sold off in that zone. So we should now before we sell again, we should end up at least at 33,552. Okay, so this is down, and then we should be like, boom, going up into here before selling off. All right, so I think, this weekend we're down here. It's full moon tomorrow. We're down here. So next week we should have an up week into there and then a sell-off week again. And that's what I'm thinking. So the support is going to be 31. That's 32,757. 32. Let me just put a new line in there. 32,757 is there. 757, well, which the market has already done. But that was yesterday. Okay, this is today. That was yesterday. If you're using ATAM strategy, you would have been on top of your game anyway, because you get these lines all the time. Okay, but that's today as well, and that level 33 is 32,860. 32,860, which is this, which is right there. All right, so this zone is your support zone. So if the market comes down here, there's a possibility that, market can buy into that. So be mindful. We could still go down, or they could buy into it. So you got to be, you have to be a little smart here, and understand that the market, still has room to go. It's in a downwards motion, and it's tricky. Okay, so that's that. But these are the zones. If it breaks below this zone, you need to understand that if you go up, you're selling. Okay, that's how it's going to happen. That's 245 there. So just mark them in, and that's it. And this is going to be a 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock here. So just put your astro lines, and that's how it is. Because this is a support zone now, okay, the minute it breaks down, any pull-up is fair game for selling. But you guys know how I trade. I don't like to sell when we're right in a demand zone right there. I knew this would break, and I said it would break with, the other indices as well. We're going to go down. We're going down, okay, and we're going to go lower, okay. But, we're intraday traders, so selling at the edges where the market bought before, for me, is a tricky business, and I don't like that risk. So what I prefer to do is wait for the astro hours, and if at the astro hours we are at a sound spot, then trading is okay. Okay, otherwise I'm just like, no, it's not going to happen, and so on. All right, that's how it is. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now, NASDAQ is, well, nice and easy. Yesterday I said if we go up, we should sell off. And the market came up. Let me just show you that. There you go. All right. I talked about this zone 14,421. Pretty close. Okay, pretty close. Filled in the gap. Pretty close. And if you notice, yesterday, let's just put this up here. Now, this is 4:30. All right, yesterday. And the market rushed up. So I didn't have anything at 4:30, but we had 5:50, which is this one there. Okay, so the market smashed down, goes back up into the astro hour, and just comes tumbling down. And then, as you can see, that's 8:15. We had 8:50. Okay, that's 8:50 happening there, and also 7:10. 7:10 is on that bar there. So the market just came down. This was a target. Remember, we had this target. So market went up. Didn't have that one, but we did have that one. So the retracement was good to go long, good to go short. Retracement up, short down into the astro hours, and the target, obviously. So once you get to a target around the astro hour, that's it. It's game over. So if you did that, you would have been okay. I drew this channel way before, so that would have given you a guideline as well. Okay. If we go back up again, we're looking to sell. So today it's going to be 41.34, 14.451. 14. So we've got room to go up into 14,451 is around there. Okay, so that's that pretty much it. Okay, this time we'll still keep that on the cards. On the weekly, 47, 14, 5, 14. It's just slightly higher around here. Keep it on your radar because these are good sell levels. If the market comes up here into Astro hours, this is your sell zone, okay? And it'll probably, want to go up at least up into here or slightly higher to take out the stops, okay? So, they'll sweep the market if they want to sell before, okay? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now that was going sideways, okay, for the past few days. As you can see, there you go. But with this as well, I said from the highs off the peak it did there, you can still sell off. You can still sell off. Thursday was a swing day for this one. So Thursday, if that's the high, okay, you can see Thursday swinging down nicely. If we go back up, back again, you might want to keep pushing down. Saturday is also a swing day and Saturday is a full moon. If Saturday is an up day, you want to sell off. If Saturday moves down, if we move into Saturday, we should get into these targets. Just remember, Saturday is a swing day as well for this one. So once it gets to target, you don't want to be sticking around pushing your luck in the same direction. Just be cautious on those days. Okay. And that's that. But Bitcoin, I'm just, buy and hold strategy. I don't trade crypto during the day. So if you're doing it, make sure you use your technical analysis properly, or if you're using the ATAM strategy, then you're got to wait for those levels. For example, 86. Okay, you can't see 86 here, but on the MetaTrader 5 you will be able to do so. And on the weekly, because these are extreme levels, you got 77 there, which is 36,650, which I put in the beginning of the week there. All right, so there's still options, but this is a sell level if it gets up there.